Hi friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C Zook Stitch, and today is Saturday, August 10th, 2024. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I'm really glad that you're here sharing part of your day or your evening with me. Maybe you're watching while you have the Olympics on in the background. I've been watching. One of the joys of working from home through August is that I get to have the Olympics on in the background. So I've been enjoying that. I can't believe it's already over. Well, I guess tomorrow is the last day and the closing ceremonies, but it's been fun. But I am ready to get back to my regular TV schedule. Mostly the news. I'm a news junkie. I love to watch the news, and it's been all messed up because of the Olympics. But it's been really fun to watch. So I hope you're enjoying that as well. This week went well. It was fairly quiet, all things considered. Some Zoom meetings, working on the syllabi for classes to start. We start right after Labor Day, so that Tuesday right after Labor Day, which is early September. For those who are not from the U.S., Labor Day is many people have the day off, not everyone, but a lot of people have the day off. Banks are closed, there's no mail, that sort of thing. It is the first Monday in September every year, so the date changes. And we start classes, school starts the Tuesday after Labor Day. So that's what's been going on here. Yesterday was World Cross Stitch Day, which I kind of missed. I saw some people posting about it. I don't know how I missed that. I did stitch quite a bit, actually. So I did celebrate. So I hope you had a good World Cross Stitch Day. There was also a small wildfire not far from my house. So that was kind of interesting. I haven't experienced that. I mean, we've gotten smoke, like pretty severe smoke from wildfires before. But as you know, I live in a different area now. And, it's a little closer to the country, if you will, or the rural parts. And so there's a lot of vegetation. So it was a small wildfire. They got it under control within like 12, 13 hours or so. And it was very small. It was about 2 miles from my house. It's still smoggy here, but we have a lot of wildfires around the state right now. It's wildfire season. So it's not from that wildfire. I was in the level 1 evacuation, which basically just means there's 3 levels. The third level is go right now. Like you have no time. You need to get out right now. Level 1 is basically just watch, be prepared because things could change. I was at that level, so I didn't have to do anything. And then level 2 is when you need to start like packing up your car type thing, and start, getting the animals together and that sort of thing. Where I do live, a lot of people do have, we have pets, of course, but like we also have, I don't, but people around me have livestock. And so that's always a concern of how do you move the livestock? Where do you put them if you're in the evacuation zone for a wildfire? So luckily it did not get to that point. No structures were burned. No people were hurt. It was in an area with a lot of trees. It was near some homes, but the firefighters did a great job of keeping everybody safe and getting that wildfire cleared up. But it was kind of like, oh my gosh, it's really close to me. So that was exciting yesterday. So I was quickly watching. There's an app that you can track wildfires. So I was, which I learned about just yesterday. So I was watching that and getting updates from there. But we're all good. We're safe and sound. It's going to be another warm day. But going into this coming week, we should be really nice. Like low 80s basically, which I love. So that's what's been going on this week. I hope you've had a great week. I have lots to share with you today, so I'm excited to get into it. We worked on, let me put my glasses back on. We worked on our 25/7 piece. 25/7 is the brainchild of Melanie Watkins. There's a lot of other similar groups out there. So what it is you stitch 25 minutes a day or 25 stitches a day. I'm in the group that was started by Melanie Watkins on Facebook. It's just called Cross Stitch 25/7. You can join at any time, and it's just to encourage you to stitch, especially if you're in like a stitchy rut or something, like, hey, can you do 25 minutes a day, or can you put in 25 stitches to help you kind of get out of that rut? The way I use it, and I know a lot of people who maybe are not in a rut, use it to make progress on specific pieces, and then I work on my main piece. So my 25/7 piece for this this month, or until I get it done, which I'm hoping, the hope is that I will get it done before the month is over. This is Lucy Beam's Love in Stitches. It is called Immortal. I'm buying cross stitched like I'm immortal. I think it's hilarious and I love it. I am stitching this on a piece of color and cotton. It's marzipan. It's 32 count. It's just like a light, I don't know, beigey pink almost. So I got that top border. It's a small piece. It's 98 stitches wide by 137 tall, but I keep moving her around. But a lot of it, the bulk of it, is the words. So I did brighten up the colors, so none of the colors are called for. But I got the top border done, and I got buy-in. So you could see buy-in. So we're going to continue working on this, and this is on my Year of Whips, which is also run by Melanie Watkins. So Year of Whips, it's closed right now, but basically you pick projects that you want to finish. It runs January 18th to December 18th each year. So you have 11 months essentially to finish. The minimum, I think, is 6 projects, and you have to finish half to be in the drawing at the end of the year. I have, I think, 16 projects, so we'll see how we're doing. But this is one of them. It was a new start as well. So this is going pretty quick. 25 minutes a day, enjoying it, easy. It's really nice, just easy, mindless stitch. So I'm enjoying that. So that is Immortal by Lucy Beam. Then I did have a new start. My table is so full of stuff you'll see here in a few minutes, so I have to put everything on the ground. I had a new start last Saturday, which I'm stitching with my friend Karen she's on Flosstube. Stitching Past My Bedtime with Kathy. So be sure you check them out. But we started Halloween Window, which is by Grill Point de Croix seasonal collection. I have several of these, mostly Christmas and winter. But we decided to start this. Last year we decided we were going to start it in August, so I started it. I started in the top middle, so like right up in here. And when you see, you would not believe I got 3 hours done. I did get 3 hours done. It does not look like 3 hours worth of work. So that's what I got. There's a lot of counting, and there's 2 or 3 different colors within that gray. So there's a lot of kind of counting to make sure you have it right. And this chart is a beautiful chart. It's all in color. It's A4 size, so it's slightly bigger. Like if you're in the US, it's going to be bigger than like the 8.5 by 11. I think it's like 9 by 12 or so, close to that. And so it's really hard for me to make a photocopy of it, but also it's in color. It's a beautiful chart. But because of that, I'm not marking off what I've completed on the chart. So it's a little bit, I just have to concentrate a little bit. Karen said it best. She said, this is a challenge piece, and it is going to be challenging. But that's where we got to. I'm going to work on it on Saturdays, or a few Saturdays this month, and then, put it away so that I have time for my Year of Whips projects. But this one is fun. As you can see, I can show you this. Like, everything's in color. It's really, really nice chart. There's a ton of backstitch. There is some, I don't know if you can really tell, there is some half stitches. So we'll see if I do them as half stitches, or maybe I'll do them as many of you suggested on Christmas dinner. Maybe I'll do it full cross, but only in 1 thread instead of 2. That seems a little more doable for me in my brain. So we'll see when we get to that point. We're not there yet. But that is Halloween Window, my new start, so that's exciting. I did work on Summer Montage, We see this every week. This is artwork by Janet Stever, charted by Pain Free Crafts, and we are in this rose, this first block here. Oh, I forgot to mention, Halloween Window is stitched on a piece of 32 count Cozy Cove by Fortnite Fabrics. That's the fabric for that one. The montage, I stitch all of my montages on 32 count white Lugana. They're full coverage. So 32 count white Lugana. 2/2 is what I do. Okay. So that's where we're at on that rose. You guys are going to be, I think, pretty impressed with me this week. So that is where we're at. We have hit the edge. You can see I've gone a little over. But basically we have to go up and we have this section to finish and then the first block will be done, which is my goal. I don't know if we'll get there. I know Sarah Stitchy Mommy says that up in here is very confetti heavy. It's probably similar to down in here. But what I did this week is I did a lot of fill-in down. I finished filling in this rose petal and then did a bunch of fill-in down in here. And there was some confetti in there, but because I also did some fill-in work, I was able to get 415 stitches in, and that's about 3 hours. I work on it for 3 hours. I don't have a stitch goal in mind. When I stitch on this, I have a time limit in mind. So I stitch on it for 3 hours, and however many stitches I get done, that's what I get done. And so when I'm doing more fill-in, obviously I get more stitches. When it's more confetti heavy, I get fewer stitches. But I got 415 stitches done this week, and I am now at 5.59% done. So that is really, really fun. And I'm aiming to get this section. So that's where we're going to work next time. We're just going to keep working. I think this petal right here will have a lot of fill-in, and then I think so I'll be trying to focus on getting some of that confetti. But we have over a month yet to keep working on this, to get this done. And I do owe it another day, technically. So I might try to work that in if we're getting close to fall, switching over to the fall montage if I'm not quite done yet. And I think another day will really help me get that first block done. But isn't that exciting? I love it. It is so fun to stitch on. It's a really nice combination of confetti, which keeps it interesting, and some fill-in, which, kind of gives your brain a little bit of a break. So I am loving that one. I did work this week on Hummingbird Garden, which is in this year's Just Cross Stitch. So I switched out magazines because I'm now on the summer section. So this is Just Cross Stitch Summer 2024. Hummingbird Garden, and I'm terrible at posting pictures online, but we have a sale going on. This is a design by Carolyn Manning. So I have part 1 is done. That was in the spring issue that came out earlier this year. This is the summer issue. So I did this mandala here. And we are waiting for the autumn issue to come out. So I got the kit. So this is 28 count. It's just a white Lugana. Maybe it's antique white. I'm not sure. But let me show you where I'm at. So that's what it looks like so far. I love it. And let me zoom you in here to show you what I did. So this one is really heavy greens. There's a little bit of purple and a little bit of yellow you can see. And then there's some Krynic in the middle. My Krynic, I do 2 strands, so it's really blingy in real life. And then I did this little tiny mandala because I had time to do that. This one, I actually don't have the bottom half of the pattern yet because the autumn issue has not come out, but I just reversed it, essentially. So I assume it's right. I'll double check when autumn comes out, and if I need to fix it, I will. But I just basically reversed the pattern and went off of like this one, which I know is right. It's just kind of the same design, just different colors. So that is number 4, Hummingbird Garden. 4 out of 12 mandalas are now done, so we are a third of the way done. So that's exciting, right? Is that a third? Yeah, I think that's a third. Saturday, don't ask me to do math. So that's Hummingbird Garden. That is such a fun piece to work on. I really do enjoy that one. Then we have last but not least, I worked on Trust the Universe. This is by Snowflower Diaries. This is also on my Year of Whips, so I do want to get it done. I got a lot of work done on her. I was using this. The only thing I don't like about the 25/7 is that I feel like I'm working on a piece for a long time, but because I'm really only doing 25 minutes a day, it doesn't make very fast progress. Itch. But when I give it, like, I gave this 2 full evenings, so about 6 hours of work, and it's like, wow, I made a lot of progress on this. This is on a 32 count Cresting Wave by Fortnite Fabrics. This is on my Year of Whips. I also started this last year, I think. Maybe the year before, but I think it was last year, for Mental Health May Awareness Day. So that is where I'm at. I did put, that's DMC 415 that I did just a very light outline of the goose. I got her hair is all done. I got her face filled in with the backstitch features done. I wrote in the word universe as well. I do think I'm running out of the border color. And it's also, there's 2 blues in her hair, and you can kind of see that. I am running out of one of the blues, so I'm going to have to pick up a new skein when I go to Acorns, which I'll be at this coming week, and hope, well, I have to check my stats first. Maybe I have a skein here. I don't know. And hope that it matches because of the border. So we made good progress. I'm really happy with this. So basically, I have to carry this border over and down, and then there's a bunch of fill-in over here. Is basically, so you see I have to carry that border down, and then part of the goose still in here, and then this flower. And then we will be done. So she is on track. Let me give you a better look at her. She's on track. She'll get done. I'm not worried about her getting done. It was great just pulling her out and just focusing on her. So that's everything I worked on this week. I'm going to keep her out, even though she wasn't planned to be out, and I'll explain that when I get to plans. But let's do haul. I have some haul, and I have some Stitchy kindness, a lot of Stitchy kindness. So haul. First up, I got my Biddy Bowl Club. This is through Pine Needle Mountain. I got the September kit. So that's what it looks like. It looks like it says fall on the little thing there. And it comes with everything you need. So I'll be adding that to my stash because I'm going to be working on these for sure next year. I'm working on the August one at the end of this month. But then, I watched Garon's Flosstubes, and man, last week they just really enabled me. They have their focus on a designer for the month of August is Fox and Rabbit. And so Gary started this, and I thought that was so cute. And so I picked it up. This is Fox and Rabbit. It's Bath Time 1. I thought this would be really cute outside my guest bathroom, just like outside the door, so I don't have to worry about humidity as much and stuff. But I just thought that was really cute. So I had to have it. So I got it. And their charts are on sale because they're the designer. So I grabbed that while they were on sale. And then they showed this one, and I'm telling you, I fell in love. It's a Just Nan. It is called Magical. And here, Magical. And look at this. It's all florals. Look at, I don't know if you can see this beautiful button or charm in there. It's like a floral garden. It says, thread the needle with patience, delight in each flowering row, embellish with sunshine and treasure while a magical garden grows. I don't know if I'm keeping those words. I might change the words. But you do get beads and pearls, painted gold flower spray, gold lined crystals, gold flower beads, pretty pin parts. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Flower beads and pearls for cube feet. So you can also make the cube and so you get everything to make this. I mean not the fabric or the floss, but you get all the charms and the beads as well. I love this so much. Just calls for DMC. So I'm super happy to have that. Now, I had ordered this, and I forgot that I had ordered it. And it came in the mail, and I'm telling you, I am so excited. I got the Keepsake 2025 cross-stitch calendar. I've never gotten this before. This is, it's put out by Craftways, who are the same people who do like the cross-stitch Christmas book. Oh my goodness. I have to show you this. So what I got is I got the calendar. It's a little bit, that's because of my mailman who like folded it in half, but it's fine. Then you get, I'll show you. I'm going to do a quick flip through of this. So Keepsakes. Then you get the book. This is the book with all the actual charts in it, right? So your charts aren't in the calendar, which is nice because you can keep the calendar up. And then if you want to stitch something as the months go by, you can just pull out the book. So I really like how they do that. And then there was a small mini like purse size calendar that also came like as a free gift. I sent that to my mom because she uses those purse size calendars. I do not use them. I'll show you. Okay, so we're going to go through. We'll go through the calendar because the pictures are bigger. But let me show you. So 2025. So it actually starts in December 2024. Vintage Botanicals. I think these are really, really pretty. I don't know if I'll stitch them, but I think they're very pretty and wintry. Alright, so that's December 2024, which is nice that it starts a month early. Okay, the January 2025 is the whole reason why I bought this calendar. And I said, it's worth it if that's the only chart I end up stitching. And you'll see why. I mean, she's cozy, she has books, she has her coffee, she has her cat, she has her blankie, and it's winter outside. I mean, I love everything about this. I might change the cat colors to be like Jack and Simon, but other than that, I would not change a thing. This is why I bought it. I love this so much. So I'm thrilled about that. February, Layered and Lovely. So that's a really pretty round. Really pretty. It looks like they haven't made it into a cushion. I'm not sure how big it is, but really pretty. And you could easily change those colors to match your favorite colors or your home decor or whatever. March, Blooming Still Life. I would like to stitch this. I think it's gorgeous. It's got kind of a watercolor effect. Like, it just looks so real. So I love that. This next one is April. This is called Cottontail's Carrot Patch. I think a lot of you will really like this one. Carrot Patch, Farm Fresh. Isn't that cute? I love the little bunny. And that's the thing. You could even just take elements. Like if you just need a few carrots, you could just pull out the carrots. Maybe I'll just pull out the bunny and stitch the bunny head. Because that's really my favorite part of that. Maybe I'll put some carrots around it and call it good. You know what I mean? This next one is super cute. This is May. This is called Laundry Day. And it is full coverage, but look how cute that is. My mom used to hang our clothes outside to dry, and there's nothing like fresh air on your clothes. I think it's really cute. I don't know if I'll stitch it, but I think it's really, really cute. They made it into a clothespin bag. Do you see that? Like, they made it into a bag to hang your clothespin. I don't have an outdoor laundry here, but this next one is called June. It's called June. It's for June. It's called Summer Symphony. This is so pretty. Now, they made it into a keepsake box, which would be great. I mean, I think it's June for, like, if you have a June wedding. But you could just make it as a frame piece. You could put their initials and the date on it if you're making this for a wedding. Isn't that pretty? I think these are great. I think these are great charts. I really am thrilled with them. This next one is really cute. I don't know if I'm going to stitch it, but it's July. It's called Tucked Away Treehouse. Again, doesn't it look like, I mean, it's just so cute. There is a little kitty right there. Don't know if I'm going to stitch it, but I really, really like it. That's a fancy treehouse, isn't it? My treehouse that I built with my friends in the neighborhood growing up was literally just a plank of wood attached haphazardly to a branch. Didn't even have like a cover. Okay, so then September, Ode to Autumn. It says, happily we bask in this warm September sun. It's a Henry David Thoreau quote. So they made it into a pillow, which is super cute. And they kind of like chose the fabric to match the colors in the charts. So I like that one. This one I think I am going to stitch. This is October. It's called Boo Crew. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. You know I don't like scary Halloween. I like cute Halloween. Look at these little ghosties. Look at this one is sewing, is doing cross stitch. This one has sunflowers. This one has a basket of apples. And that one looks like they're trying to scare us, but with a cute face, so it's not scary. I think these are darling. I love them. And I love how they put them all on the same color fabric, but have them as separate ones. So you could pick just one or two that you like. I think they're all really, really cute. They might make a cute banner, too, if you just do like a small banner. Really cute. So I'm definitely gonna stitch that one. This one, I know a lot of you are going to like this one. This is called Owl Watch. It's for November. Are you ready? This is gorgeous. Look at that. It's so realistic looking, I think. And I just love the colors. I love this. This one, I don't know if I'm actually going to stitch it, but I'm going to pretend like I am going to. Which means I'm going to mark it, and then maybe not. It's not going to be top of my priority list, but I love it. I think it's gorgeous. And then we round out with December. They also give you December 2025. So you actually get 13 months. This is called Polar Post, and these are really cute as well. Full coverage. But aren't those cute? And they made them into like little gift bags. But you could, I think these would also be cute in a frame, like a 2-part frame that is hinged. So you could do that as well. So I love this calendar. I think it's, well, I mean, I skipped a month. I skipped August, you guys. Simon's coming. I just realized I skipped August. Here's August. It is called Illuminating. So there are, it's a lantern with fireflies. Really cute. Sorry about that. So I highly recommend, I think it's a great, Simon says hi. I think it's a great calendar. I'm very excited to have it. I was going to do a separate flip through as a separate video, but I just thought, I have you here. I have your undivided attention. Okay, so that's my haul. However, I have a bunch of Stitchy kindness. And when I say a bunch, I may have to move Simon for this. Like, I'm talking all this from one person. Janet reached out to me and said, I have some charts. Can I send them to you? And I said, of course you can. And she so generously sent me this huge, heavy box full of charts. So some just slipped down. So let me grab those and I'll be right back. Okay. I moved Simon. Don't worry. I gave him lots of kisses and love before I moved him. And he may come back because you can't control a cat. Anyway, I'm not going to go through everything that Janet sent me because that would be a long video. But Janet, thank you so much for your generosity. So I am keeping some. She said I could. And I'm going to save some for giveaways. She sent the whole series of the Country Cottage Needleworks Sampler of the Month. We have all 12 months, so that will be a giveaway. She sent several Hades. Now, these are printed by Hades, so it's not, she did not print them out, but a bunch of Hades. So some of you full coverage lovers, get ready, because we're going to do some giveaways. I might keep a couple of those. Yeah, she sent 3 of these. We're going to give one of these away today. I mean, these are just so much. Let me show you. I mean, this stack just goes on and on. Let me show you what I am for sure keeping. Now, this first one that I'm keeping, so a couple of them are kits. Actually, the ones I'm keeping are kits. This one has been on my wish list, and when I saw it, I was like, yep, I'm keeping it. It is a Dimensions Gold collection kit. It is Maggie the Messmaker. It is a Charles Wasaki piece. So it's a sewing room, and you see the kitty cat right there, just lounging, being innocent. I love this piece. I haven't looked for it or anything, but when she sent it, I was like, yes. Now, it came with the floss and the fabric. You know, I tend to change fabric out. So I'm going to change the fabric out. But, Janet, I don't think you knew that I have been wanting this one. So I'm definitely keeping that one. This other one I'm keeping is another Dimensions kit. It is called The Magic of Summer. And let me show it to you. Now, the reason why I want to keep this and stitch this is because this reminds me a bit of one of my favorite Oregon coast towns, which is called Cannon Beach. Those of you who are familiar can kind of, I mean, it has a dune, which Cannon Beach doesn't really have dunes. But this little house, it says Chuck's Kite Shop. There is a kite shop in Cannon Beach. I'm going to change that to be Bruce's Candy Shop. There's a candy shop there, which I love. But Cannon Beach does do a kite festival every year, so I love the kites. And what does it say? I'll probably leave the words off, but it says sand dunes, ocean air, sun-baked days, and handmade kites, the magic of summer. I'll probably just leave that off. And again, that came with the fabric and the floss and all that, but I'll probably change that out. But that will go in my stash, so thank you so much, Janet. So yeah, super generous. We're going to give away some from Janet today, as a matter of fact. Speaking of giveaways, I've mailed everything I have. Has been mailed, finally. Thank you for your patience. I am still waiting to hear from a few people. So let me go through, in case people were on vacation or missed it or whatever. So, Chocolate Bunny, Denise from Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, I need your address. So if you can email me at czipstitch@gmail.com and I could get this sent out to you. So Denise. One of the magazines, the June Just Cross Stitch. Katie Punch 42. So Katie, I need your mailing address, please. And then one of the summer, Grace Nellis, 1790, Nellis. Grace Nellis, I need your address to send that out. So those are previous winners who we have not heard from yet. So if you know them or you are them, please email me so that I can get those sent out to you. So for today, we're going to give away, we have 4 giveaways today, which is kind of a lot, right? But we're going to give away some from Janet. And you'll see why I want to give these away now. Because they're spring, and maybe you can finish them by spring. So, this is by Imaginating. We're going to give away one of the spring stained glass. This is the one. She sent me 3 of these. It's so funny. She was like, a lot of these are duplicates because I bought them thinking that I didn't have them. And she did. So she must have really liked this one. So spring stained glass. So if you would like to win this, so please don't say win or giveaway or anything like that. It's open internationally. I'll ship it anywhere. And just leave the word glass, GLASS, glass. That one's going to be so pretty. And you can, finish this by spring. I'm trying to look for the stitch count here. Calls for DMC. Ursula Michael. It's 138 high by 183 wide. No, they have that reversed. It must be 138 high by 138 wide. So, glass. Say glass. This next one is a Stony Creek. I have seen this before. This is really pretty. It's called Spring. Scatter Seeds of Kindness. So say spring. If you would like to win this. This one is, there are a couple buttons that are not included, so you'll need to either look on Stony Creek or look through your stash or whatever. 150 stitches wide by 38 high, so it's not that bad. And it's in purple. A lot of you purple people out there. Okay, this next one is really cute. This is by Sugar Stitches Cross Stitch Designs, March Sampler. Isn't that cute? This one is 117 wide by 111 high. And so if you'd like to win this, look at this, really cute. Isn't that cute? If you would like to win this, say March. So we have March, Spring, and Glass. All thanks to Janet. Then, as I was cleaning up, I decided I'm going to give away my issue of Cross Stitcher. This is April 2019. You can see I've left some things marked in there for you. Again, this is open internationally. This is the one with the bird bouquets in it. So you remember I finished those. My friend Tammy FFO'd them for me. I still need to hang them on the wall. So those are in there. Now, I also took the liberty. So it is a little like, this was in and out of my Stitchy bag, so it is a little worn. It's not written on or anything like that, and you can see everything. I took the liberty of marking a couple other pieces I thought you might enjoy. This one has part 1 of Child's Play. It's an Afghan, and I just thought, like, if you just needed like a small piece for a baby shower or a baby, like, you could pick any one of these. Like, you don't have to do the whole Afghan and just stitch that. So I marked that for you. And I mean, if you wanted to stitch the whole Afghan. So there's different sizes. Like, this is a smaller one than this one, right? There's some bigger ones and then some smaller ones there. So if you wanted to stitch the whole Afghan, then you certainly could try to find the back issues for the next one. The other one I marked is called Spring Garden because I think it's just lovely. And I think you'll like that too. Isn't that beautiful? So it's like a little cottage with like the flowers, not in full bloom, but they're getting there. I think it's so pretty. Anyway, so those are just some ones I marked for you. So if you would like to win this, say Bird. Again, this is the April 2019 issue of Cross Stitcher. So say Bird. The other thing in here that was this daisy, which you would think I would stitch, but I haven't. So 4 giveaways for this week, which is great. And then if you know those people who won, please do reach out to them and put them in contact with me. Okay, plans for this week. Continue working 25/7 on Immortal. I'm going to work on Halloween window today because it's Saturday. Summer montage tomorrow because it's seasonal Sunday. Then I'm going to pull out, this is Beautiful Things by Lindy Stitches. This is on my Year of Whips. I don't know if I'm going to get this done this year, but we're going to give it 2 more days. And this counts for the L in the Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Challenge. A cross stick for this month is Glide or Hang Glide if you're a super challenger. I am not a super challenger, but Glide, L for Lindy Stitches. And so I'm stitching this on a piece of 32 count Outback Jack by Stitch Me. And this is where I'm at. So there's still quite a bit to go. So I don't know if this is going to get done, but if it doesn't get done this year, it'll roll over to my Year of Whips for next year and hopefully get done. Next up, then, is Beautiful Girl. I'm going to give it 3 days. So this is the one I think I mentioned last week that I rearranged some things. What did I take out? Our Hearts, I think? Maybe? This is Beautiful Girl. You Can Do Hard Things. This is by TJ Designs on Etsy. I'm stitching this on just a special edition fabric from Color and Cotton. I don't know if 3 days is going to be enough to finish it. This is not on my Year of Whips, but it is a gift for a friend. So this is where we're at. We're at, I think, about 73% done. So we just have the words left. That's all that's left. So it should go fast. It's all in 310. So I'm going to give it 3 days and hope that it gets done in those 3 days. Um, so that's what I'm working on this week. I also have a super secret friend coming to town. You all know her. I'm not going to share who it is just yet. But it's a Stitchy friend. She's on Flosstube. Stay tuned because I'm sure there will be pictures and updates and everything next week. I will be here next Saturday, but I'm hoping to get some extra stitching time. I'm working Monday, part of Tuesday, part of like Friday afternoon, but in between I'll actually be off and stitching, maybe going to the Oregon coast. We'll see. But that will be super duper fun. The other thing I wanted to make sure that you knew about, we have posted in the Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch group on Facebook, AB Singo, which is a month-long game that we play in the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group. We do 2 month-long challenges. One is in January, which is Bringo. One is in September, which is AB Singo. We have posted everything for AB Singo, your worksheets. You can start planning and prepping. We posted that August 1st because we know sometimes it can take some time to prep 25 projects. What it is it's a month-long challenge. We're using the alphabet as our acrostic because it's back to school time in September here in the United States. So the alphabet is your acrostic. So just make it fit. You can be creative. You can ask us for help if you need help making something fit. Last year, I think there were a couple people who used one project for the entire alphabet, which is amazing. I can't remember how many I've already designed. I've already designed my board. I can't remember how many projects I have, but like you do not have to do just one project. Because sometimes people say, well, I don't have 25 whips, which bless your heart if you don't. We're not doing our job on Flosstube if you don't have that. But you can double or use a project for more than once. If you can make it work, I think I have like 6, 7, 8 total projects for the whole month for the monthly acrostic. So don't worry about that. It's super duper fun. It can be the designer name. It can be the fabric. It can be an element in the chart. However, you can make up a story about it. However you want to make it work. And we do have prizes. So the night before, I call the number for the next day. And then you stitch 1 hour or 100 stitches on that piece. We go through, because there's 25 spots on your bingo board, we go through September 25th, but then September actually goes until September 30th. Right? Yeah, it's a short month. And so you have those extra 5 days if you need to make up anything. So it's just an hour or 100 stitches, your choice. You can mix and match if you want. And you get 5 days to do any makeup work that maybe you got behind or you couldn't stitch one night or something. I will be using all of those makeup days because I am going to Stitching in the Wild the first weekend. And my AB Single board, I'm also doing a sampler September. So I don't really think, for me, samplers aren't great. The samplers I'm working on that I want to put work into are not great retreat pieces. So I'll be taking things like Our Hearts, Trust the Universe if I'm not done with it, which I probably won't be. Things like that are easier to stitch on. And maybe I'll get some stitching done on like a StitchCon where I got very, very little. I think I got a total of 3 hours over the course of the entire weekend. The first time I went to StitchCon, I got about 3 hours each day, which I was surprised about. I mean, and that's like starting at 7 a.m. and stitching till 9 p.m. I managed to get 3 hours of actual stitching in. So you can see I've gone the wrong direction. But anyway, maybe I'll get some stitching in. It's going to be a smaller retreat anyway, so I'm super excited about it. So if you are going to weekend 1 Stitching in the Wild, make sure that we connect. Come say hi, whatever it is, because you know what I look like. I might not know what you look like. So please come say hi, and I'm super excited. And I like hugs. And yeah, so there you go. If you don't like hugs, that's fine too. I'll still love you. But anyway, so AB Singo, check it out on our Magazine Monthly Facebook page. Starts September 1st, so you have plenty of time to get set up and get started. You can start after September 1st too if you want. The deadline is September 30th to have everything done. And so I call it the night before, and then you know what you're going to be working on the next day. Okay? So I hope you all have a great week. Stay safe and enjoy the last of the Olympics. And I will see you all next week. Bye.